All right.
Hello, everyone.
I wasn't sure if Phoenix was starting or not.
Oh, yeah, I'm started. I was just waiting for someone to break the ice. Hey, everyone,
good.
and welcome back to the Foxfire Podcast. I hope you're all doing well. I am doing well tonight. How is everybody on the cast doing tonight?
A little bit tired, but I kind of just woke up, so...
My arm hurts. I had blood work done on Tuesday, and my arm still hurts.
Oh, dear.
On the bright side, I'm not diabetic.
Huh?
I said, on the bright side, I'm not diabetic.
Oh, that's good.
Unfortunately, that means that I might have something else wrong with me, but I'm not sure if that's something to say on the podcast.
Yeah, medical issues we should kept private.
Yeah.
So, what is everybody doing tonight?
I opened Psy because I don't know what else to do, and that's just my default.
I struggled figuring out what to do tonight, so I'm just playing Red Alert.
Mm.
I didn't feel like setting up Xbox or Switch to record off of.
Also, I've been working on the Ragnarok Raven site, basically all the last couple of days, and I made a bunch of like little pixel art icons for like trophy things. I will screenshot it and throw it in here. And as for my viewers, I need to like copy the image.
Those are cute.
Yeah.
I like the little pixel arts. They're nice.
I actually really like doing pixel art like this. They're blurry because my screen does that because I'm at 125% zoom because that's the only way I can see anything.
I apologize for never getting back to you. I just never went back on Discord. I mean, I don't mind waiting until the site goes live to have the account.
Well, the more people we have testing things, the better.
Yeah.
Oh, then what do I have to do?
I can make you a user account, but I would need to get like email information and stuff. So probably best for after.
After show.
Yeah.
So, anybody have any ideas to talk about before I start spewing off things?
I don't have any ideas right now.
Kalian, did you watch Hermitcraft?
Yes.
What did you think of Green's episode?
It was good. It was kind of a standard early season episode.
Yeah. I hate to say this, but I don't like the gradient. The gradient of the dark to light. The
I don't mind it.
Gradient's cool.
I don't mind it. Like Green's good at gradients in building, I think. I think that the issue is just that it's too small of a build for that gradient.
Yeah. Like, gradients, if you want to do a gradient, it should be on something massive.
Yeah. Although he did a really good job on the roof.
Oh yeah, I like the swirly roof.
Yeah. I'm just gonna redo a piece of Sardonic's art because I don't know what else to do.
Oh, actually, there is something I would actually really like to talk about, and mostly to pick your brains. We know there's going to be a new battle mechanic in Sardonyx, right? Or not Sardonyx.
That would be awesome. Well, oh yeah.
That would be awesome, by the way.
Hey, I knew what you were talking about, and I didn't even question it.
and Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Now, if you could put any type of mechanic in the game, what would you want?
Mega Evolution.
No, something new.
death matches. I didn't know what else to say.
What about either Giga or Nate?
I mean, of course, I'm going to say full party battling, but that's because I just want a regular RPG that's Pokemon.
Yeah, that's also just not the right genre, Nate.
I know.
That would actually be cool, though, like Battle Royale style.
Yeah, we could use more of those. Or just actually do something with inverse battles.
Yeah. Those have been left to the wayside.
Question: are inverse battles implemented in Sardonyx's code, or is that just something that we stripped out?
I added some functioning for it.
Oh, okay. Then we actually can do that if we wanted to.
Yep.
Ooh, an inverse battle. I'm going to say circuit, but I don't mean deathmatch circuit, but like an inverse battle, like tournament thing would be neat.
I'm going to stream my screen.
Okay, so the idea I've had, and I can't take credit for this idea, it's from something, and I want to gauge your response on this before I show where it came from.
Yeah.
What if there was a form change in Scarlet and Violet that tapped into either future versions or past versions of this Pokemon?
I mean, like, maybe, but that also just seems kind of out there.
Go to Z moves and Dynamaxing.
No, Z moves and Dynamaxing are literally just finisher moves, which are a thing, and raid battles from Pokemon Go. They are not out there.
No, raids are raids from Pokemon Go. The Dynamaxing had little to do with the raids.
The Dynamaxing was kind of... It felt like it was in the game because they wanted a raid mechanic.
Maybe. The way I'm saying it is like another form of Mega Evolution, or like a Mega Evolution.
This sounds like a fan game thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually from a leak. I'm not calling it a leak.
Rumor.
Don't say that.
Rumor.
Not even a rumor. It's something off 4chan. But there's just something about this one that seems a little odd. And it's 4chan. We all know not to trust 4chan. There's something about this. It's just so... I'll just share it at this point. It's a strange one, and it's like gave me a gut feeling of, something weird is here.
Hang on, let me finish sketching this leg.
Either this person is extremely familiar with fake leaks, which, let's face it, doesn't take much. I'm decent at it. Or, I don't know, just weird.
Let's see.
I don't know if I necessarily believe the part about exploring the area to the south.
Oh, the Morocco thing?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, that'd be cool, but I don't believe that one either. But all good. Like, every time there is an actual leak, like a real leak, they've always put fake stuff in with real stuff. And there's just something so odd with this one, or I just seeing things. And for those not able to see it, I will read it out loud.
Oh, I have it opened in Psy, so...
Oh, I'm talking about the people watching.
Okay.
I'm going to skip the fluff where they try to convince you they're not lying. The upcoming games will take place in the region of Eritrea, based off the Iberian Peninsula, including Portugal and Spain. Although, what did I say that made y'all laugh?
It's a Sgratia or
Oh,
Gratia.
gratia.
You basically said Giratina there.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I get for reading fast and squinting. Although it cannot be seen in a few glimpses of the map we see in the trailer, there is a small area based off Morocco at the bottom of the map that we'll be able to explore in the post-game. In regards to the starter, Sprigatito evolves into a grass ice type based off the Iberian lynx, and it's quadrupedal. The Coco evolves into a fire fairy type, based off the story of St. George and the Dragon, which is linked to Spain, by the way. And Quaxley will become a fire and fighting type based off of Matador. Water and fighting type. You also see how I record like scripted videos and how much I have to go back and fix after. The box legendaries are a flying dragon type eagle, the mascot of Scarlet, and a psychic ground type ibex, mascot of Violet. The third legendary will be a large grass ground pig-like creature that seems to resemble the Greek god Dionysus. Thango is the water flying type regional bird based off the flamingo, while the regional rodent is a normal and rock type. Is that a gannet?
Yeah.
Okay. The regional bug is a bug fairy damselfly. I feel like we had the damselfly already.
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
We've had dragonflies, but no damselflies.
Okay. Regional forms will be a thing, including fire, psychic, aromatese. I hope they fix it if it's real, because aromatese needs fixing. It needs fixing. A bug and dark type Cricketune, along with many others. This generation's battle gimmick will be a sort of time travel feature where some Pokemon, such as Stoutland and Crawdaunt, will be able to revert to a prehistoric form, while other Pokemon, such as Gallade and Dragalge, will gain more futuristic forms. Megas, Z-Moves, Dynamax, etc. will not appear in these titles. Professor Karab, which is a tree, that was the first thing I double-checked.
I mean, I just happen to know what Karab is offhand, so...
I had to Google it. And it's also a tree in Spain, but anyone can Google trees in Spain.
Yeah.
And an interesting twist is the father of the player, which would be a very interesting twist.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt for a minute and say it's not that interesting of a twist, given that we had that done with the rival in Gen 3.
Right.
Then the player's father said Jen was already a gym leader. So.
Yeah, that too.
Right. Yeah, so it's not really such a game-changing thing, but it's something... I don't know, I found the whole thing interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's real. I will never say a leak is real. I'm not one of those kind of idiots.
Mm-hmm.
But it's well done, and it gave me some... It's like, I like the idea of some of it.
Okay, the main thing is we never get this much information this early.
Yeah.
No, and the only way this would happen is if it is a localizer breaking the NDA and
which I don't think any actual localizer would do, especially when this early in the pre-release cycle. It can be traced back so easily.
Oh yeah. I know they were hiring more localizers for what region was it? Like Latin American speaking countries.
Hispanic countries? I don't know.
Like Hispanic countries.
I know that there's a big move on the internet right now to get Pokemon localized into Brazilian Portuguese.
Yeah, I think that's what is happening.
Yeah, that would make sense here.
I mean, if it's based off Spain, they really should have it.
I mean,
Brazil is not Spain, but also...
Also, Hispanic, Latin American.
Technically, Spain is also not Latin America.
Yeah.
Yeah, the leak's interesting.
It's interesting if true, but I doubt it is.
Oh, I don't think it's real.
The only evidence I would see towards it is that we always have one of these kind of leaks end up being true.
Yeah, but this early, we've only had the one, like, trailer, and at this point, like, if someone is leaking, it's someone that can be traced back very easily to this leak.
Yeah, like, for this kind of leak to be true, I would definitely give it a couple more months.
Yeah. See if anything turns out to be true, and then we just decide if it's a lucky guess or not.
Right. Like, the main things are to keep an eye out for, which will probably be in the next information dump. Region name and professor name.
Yeah.
Those are going to be the big ones.
I will also say the main thing that makes me believe that this is not true is the fact that the regional bird is a flamingo.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because Spain happens to have one of the coolest birds ever, and that's a bearded vulture.
Yeah, I know, but
it's one of the big animals of the Iberian Peninsula.
I'm not saying this is real, but that for you not to believe it just for that one thing's a little silly.
I mean, it's not just because of that.
There's a lot of other things you can point out, and just because it's not a vulture. That one's a bit
It's not a bearded vulture.
But wouldn't they save that for something bigger?
How is it that you can never tell when I'm memeing at you?
Because I don't read sarcasm over that well. I really don't. I'm not great with sarcasm. If we do see the bearded vulture, I think it might be a regional form of what's her face.
Mandibuzz?
I doubt it.
That.
I doubt it. Because they're not going to turn they're not going to turn something like Mandibuzz into a bearded vulture, because I know it's stupid, but Mandibuzz is 100% female.
Mm-hmm. Oh, make it a gender evolution. Finally give it a split.
Then they would have they would have to give a female evolution to Rufflet.
I'd be down for it.
Yes, but do you see Game Freak doing that?
The only way I could see them actually doing it is if it's also a play on the bearded lady idea.
I love it. I love that. I like that.
But then the West is going to accuse them of transphobia and all that stuff.
I wouldn't call the bearded lady transphobic.
Okay, you wouldn't call it that. No. But
that is such an iconic thing of circus shows.
Yeah. My point is not being disproven right now.
Okay, and it was the first time if you want to say, that was the first time we accepted trans women when they had back then.
As circus sideshows?
It gave them a place to not be attacked out in the open.
In the open.
Well, you know damn well the carnies were super close-knit families.
Listen, Phoenix,
there
you're
was a
not
lot
helping.
of shit happened in circus troops. It was not a good thing being in a circus troupe back then.
Yeah.
Well, especially way back then. I will say, Giga's idea with the bearded lady with Mandibuzz, that's actually a decent idea.
It is. I just don't see Game Freak doing it.
It is Japan we're talking about. They are less sensitive than the West.
Yes, but they've also censored because of the West.
Something.
Well, I would say the localizers censored, not.
Go look at Jinx's Gen 2 sprites.
Oh, to be fair, did the West know about that style?
No, because we're idiots.
Well, it's not even a really a Ganguru thing. It's a fucking yokai. Like half of everything else in Gen 1. But my point is that Japan does censor its own games because of shit fits that the West throws. It might take a generation, but they still do it. because the West, at least like North America, I think might be a competitor with Japan for how popular Pokemon is.
Right.
Yeah.
And yes, I am just tracing the official art because I don't care anymore. I can't draw horses. I say after having drawn horses for Protochroma.
I had to restart my skirmish. I was getting my ass kicked.
Oh.
Which is weird. I'm usually really good. I'm rusty as hell.
And what are you playing?
Red Alert.
Oh.
Like one of the best it is the best RTS in my opinion. No, that it's in. Like I'm not one to subscribe to leaks unless I can prove them. That one I did. I smiled at that one. That made me was like, we're in leak season again.
Yeah. I do not believe it at all. And no, it isn't just because of the Bearded Vulture thing.
I know. But you also didn't think we'd be getting Gen 9 revealed either.
I said it. I think I said that it was unlikely because Legends had just come out, but and Legends is still getting updated.
I still say the Legends anyways was something that they didn't plan. I think that was a spur of the moment thing, and they was like, let's run with it. It's unlike anything Game Freak's ever done. And it's still selling so well. It just overtook Elden Ring again, over in Japan. It's like Elden Ring and Legends have been going back and forth fighting for top spot.
And just thinking of Elden Ring just reminds me that Japanese players of Elden Ring are getting confused by shitposting Westerners.
Night?
Yeah, exactly. So they're the shitposting Westerners are putting the kanji for fort and night just in places, and so Japanese players think that or keep on thinking that there's some type of event happening at a fort at night.
And there's finger butthole.
Yeah.
That's a funny one.
Try finger butthole.
Yeah. This is why I play offline. So I don't get spammed with death messages and those trolls.
Except, as far as I'm aware, there are some hints in the game that are already trolls.
I mean, it's a FromSoft game, so that's going to happen.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, sometimes the hints from other players are actually informing you that the hint from the game is fake.
Yep.
Like, Picaspi was playing Elden Ring on stream a while back, and like at one point he came across this huge elevator thing, and there were a few notes around there, and one of them said "liar ahead, therefore no jump ahead" or whatever it was, and the next one was treasure ahead but down, therefore try jump, or something like that.
I haven't come across any like official ones like that. I've only seen like messages from characters in the game that point you to certain areas for the quests they do.
FromSoft's thing wouldn't be like directly lying. FromSoft would be the type to basically mislead you into assuming something is one way.
Or they'll just lead you into a boss battle. You shouldn't be anywhere near that at a certain point. So what else should we talk about?
I don't know. Are any of you guys watching me streaming?
I
I'm not right
game.
now.
Okay.
I can start it up. There we go.
If I wasn't in game, I would be.
Pop it out. There we go.
The attacks seem to have stopped.
And again, yeah, I am just tracing the official Zepstrika art because I don't care anymore.
Hey, nothing wrong with tracing.
Hey, horses are hard.
That is true.
Like, there's a reason that Part 7 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure will probably never be adapted into anime, and that is because horses.
He's not wrong. Horses are a pain in the ass to draw.
And I know that technically it's a zebra, but I don't care. They're more closely related to horses than deer or whatever.
Does it gallop and neigh?
I don't think it neighs.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It makes like the most cursed sound ever.
They bark.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
Also,
never heard.
and it's not a cute bark; it's a cursed bark.
Yeah. Also, like, I made it so that it is canon that barkbacks and Protochroma make zebra noises. All right. How does that look so far?
I mean, let me pop in and see.
But yeah, so most of the time that
like
you don't know what sounds an animal makes, chances are
It's cursed.
Yeah. That goes for like, zebras and also like foxes and
Yep.
The world
deer.
was not ready. The world was not ready to know what the fox said.
It was not.
Okay, let's make a nuclear missile.
Okay then.
It's
Just
the beauty of
RTS things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the nuclear missile. It's the super weapon. Both Allies and Soviets get it. It's the only thing. I think it's like one of the few the kind of weapons they share is the nuclear missile silo, as in super weapons. Hide it in the trees so no one knows where it is. Oh, that's a nice power plant you have there. It would be a shame if MiGs attacked it. Oh dear, this might be a little insensitive. Oh well.
Yeah.
Ooh, I need more MiGs. That didn't do much damage.
And now I'm just working on markings, which is harder than it sounds like.
It's looking good though.
Thank you. So for those that don't know, Altaran Zebstrika, whatever, is a Kirin, and it is electric dragon with an ability that gives stab to fairy. I had to remember if it was electric fairy or electric dragon, but of course it's dragon, because of course it is.
Funny thing is, I knew it was dragon, but I couldn't remember offhand if it was still electric.
I mean, it has lightning bolts still on it, so.
Oh. There's been weirder.
And this is like the only, or well, I say the only, but it's complicated. This is the only Altaran regional variant where you can evolve the pre-evolve form into both the normal and the Altaran, because it depends.
Really?
Yeah, because this is specifically supposed to be native to Eastern Altaris.
Mm-hmm.
So Blitzel can still evolve by level into normal Zebstrika, but you can evolve it into either of them anywhere, I think.
Yeah.
But they have different evolution methods. Like this one evolves leveling up holding either a dragon scale or a prism scale.
That's cool. Like, I'm glad you're making it so that it can be attained like that. Like, that's cool. That's a cool not variant, but not words. It's a cool little touch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I make the marking set complex, then I'm not going to be able to sprite it, so I'm just going to do this.
Huh.
Right.
Holding off their advances.
I think my issue is that I need to learn how to not over-design Pokemon.
Yeah. And, like, especially when you look at older Pokemon, they are quite simple.
Yeah, because if you look at my original Altaran Zebstrika, this is not a Pokemon.
No.
It's gorgeous, though.
I like it. It's just not a Pokemon.
That would, I can see that being hard to sprite.
It was.
Okay, it looks like their harvesters have completely stopped, so we'll send in more missile subs. Oh, demo truck.
I do like how the head is coming out.
Does look really nice.
So what else do we want to talk about?
That was the only thing I could have it off the top of my mind was that week. Well, week. I say with quotation marks.
Man, I know it's nothing new, but I am in such a Sardonyx mood lately.
Well, with the launch of the site, I can understand why.
Yeah. And because I can actually do passable Sugimori style art now, I want to go back and redo all of the older, like, mega and variant art in Sugimori style.
Do it.
And it's also giving me the chance to do redesigns like this.
There is just something so charming with Sugimori's art.
Yeah.
Yeah. That said, like in the middle, like around Gen 3 and 4, I don't like that era of his style very much.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just because he was transitioning into a new medium, you know?
Yeah.
Right, with the digital art instead of
Yeah.
watercolor.
Mm-hmm.
But like after Gen 5, he got back into something good, I think.
Yeah. I like his Gen 5 art.
No, that's what I mean with
okay.
Gen 5.
Okay. His Gen 4 art is hit or miss with me. There are some that I do really like.
Which ones?
Garchomp is a big one.
Garchomp's a great design.
Yeah. Lucario actually has really good official art, and that's probably just because it was like one of the mascots of Gen 4 pre-release.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the Pokemon Unite outfit they have for Lucario?
I did not, because I don't care about Unite.
Good. I don't either. It just popped up in my Twitter feed.
Despite the game having Absol is playable, I don't care about Unite.
Well, the skin is basically Egyptian.
Ooh.
Looks really nice.
Original.
Ooh, lost. What? Oh.
I'm mildly interested in Pokemon Unite, but that's just because Trevenant is playable.
It's awful. I had my short stint with it. It was a nightmare to play. Very stupid.
I mean, that
I'm
just
curious,
might
have
be
you
a
played
playstyle thing.
other MOBAs, or...
I have.
Okay.
I hated them.
Fair. The only MOBA I've liked is Heroes of the Storm, but not going to be playing that again anytime soon.
I played the one where you basically play as the gods.
Oh, Smite.
Yeah, basically main Cthulhu.
Okay, I'm not in the loop. What's wrong with Heroes of the Storm?
Blizzard.
Oh, okay.
that could be summed up with a lot of answers with any Blizzard game.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was made by Blizzard, so.
Yeah, it's basically Blizzard putting all of their properties into a MOBA.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play MOBA, so I wasn't aware.
Yeah. But yeah, despite them having been bought by Microsoft, I'm still on a, I guess you could say, a Blizzard boycott,
Fair.
I can't say I boycott Blizzard. It's just I don't like that one game.
So I like World of Warcraft. The issue is that it's not as good as ESO. Okay, how does this look? I actually really like how this is coming. God damn.
It is really looking good. Oh, this is almost unfair.
I don't know where to put the other stripes, though. Because it is still a Zebstrika. So, therefore, it must have stripes?
Some stripes, not many.
Like that marking on the face.
Yeah,
I fucking love this marking. I don't know why. Should I do anything with the legs besides markings?
I wouldn't, because you might overdo it.
Because it is a Kirin, and some depictions of Kirin have like these scales on the legs, like this.
Oh, that looks nice. A little bit, yeah. I like
you can
that.
see that I tried doing that, and I overdid it.
Yeah, that's just because you have to watch out about overdoing it. But that's looking fine.
Maybe instead of having them be like full scales, you could just do like a scale texture.
I don't know how to do that in a simple style. My ears just popped. Don't you hate when that happens?
Uh-huh.
All right, speaking of ESO, Nate, when do you want to record that again?
I'm free more or less whenever.
Okay. I've noticed you've been offline more these past couple days. So.
Because I've been kind of sleeping.
Fair. And I can add a stripe here for visual effect, I guess.
No more construction buildings for you.
Add a stripe there, and a hoof. Okay, I think I like that leg design.
Good. I like the, especially near the hoof, it looks really good.
I don't like hooves. Hooves annoy me.
I can't say I've never had an issue with hooves.
Even after drawing like 3 hooved creatures for a Protochroma, I don't like drawing hooves.
I kind of feel like you shot yourself in the foot with that.
Okay, I shot myself in the foot by making like all these creatures having fur, because fur is more annoying than hooves.
Well, I just meant in the sense that you're gonna have to kind of keep drawing hooved
Yeah.
stuff for Protochroma, aren't you?
Just for a few more creatures.
Oh.
Because what I'm doing is a Kieran of every grouping, and I only have a few groupings left.
Oh, okay.
Also, speaking of Protochroma, Wim announced for maintenance tomorrow. I don't know what she's doing, because for once she didn't say anything in the staff server.
Ooh.
So I have no idea.
So could it be just regular maintenance, or could it be something new coming?
It's probably something larger than just like... Actually, she might be preparing the site to go out of winter breeding season, because that ends on the 20th.
Oh.
But like, she just kind of announced maintenance tomorrow night, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? Because the site does maintenance on its own every day.
Mm-hmm.
But don't know what this maintenance is going to be. If the site is going for unscheduled, or if it's, I say unscheduled, but it's clearly scheduled, but for maintenance besides the one that we have,
Standard maintenance.
yeah, then that means that she's doing something that will take a bit, which means that she's doing something substantial, which could be as simple as her refactoring some code in the background, or it could be a new feature.
That's exciting.
Yeah. It's not a release, because she announces those ahead of time.
Okay. I've had decent luck at breeding recently in Protochroma.
Nice.
That one creature that's hermaphrodite.
Yep, Dysonet.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
I've had decent luck at breeding them.
I breed mine every now and then.
I forget they're there sometimes.
It has kind of become a thing that people are after offspring from my wild-caught Dysonet because it's named Buttplug. It's just kind of become a thing. So whenever I breed it to the nursery, I even mention that I dropped something nice in the nursery.
It's funny.
I kind of discovered this when I just bred all my Dysonets to the nursery so that more people could pick them up, and someone linked one of those eggs in showroom and was like, "Did I just get a butt plug descendant?" And I'm like, "Wait, people are collecting these?"
I love that. That one of your parent creatures created a cult following in the game.
I should show you something else that I've been doing that I'm kind of hoping eventually will pick up. Hang on, let me just go find. Aha. Just look at the ancestry of this.
See. That is the wrong window. There we go.
Oh, that's a lot of fucking shits.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Now, is there a reason for this?
The reason is because it's funny.
It is.
And also because Wim is totally cool with it. This is also
No.
like kind of an analog to one of my dragons on Dragon Cave, where I did the same thing, where it's just brothers and sisters bred together, inbred to shit. But
That's
like,
the point. I
yeah,
assume?
that's the point. And it's the point with the Dragon Cave one was, well, you would fuck, I accidentally opened RMXP. But I'm gonna link the Dragon Cave one, and you'll see, looking at the lineage, what the point of this is. But people like this dragon, so I decided I'm gonna do the same thing in Protochroma.
That name.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's as bad as my Heimsense.
Except, like, I did it on purpose.
Yeah, well, I did it just to get it more.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but yours doesn't have any sort of pattern to it. Mine does.
No. I mean, if I actually named my things, I'm sure I could come up with a pattern.
No, not the kind of pattern that I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean like with how you did the lyrics before?
Yeah.
That is a lot of dragons.
Yes. Wim and I refer to this dragon as the one that crashes people's phones every time I post it. Yeah, I don't know what's happening in Protochroma, but it's something.
That's exciting. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I like these episodes where we're more calm and just chilling.
Yeah.
Instead of
Feels
complaining
a lot
about
more.
whatever the fuck Twitter is doing. I said instead of just complaining about whatever the fuck Twitter's doing.
No doubt.
I haven't even been paying attention to Twitter. I've given up on Twitter. Oh, let's see. I actually have to go find the link to it now. I want to look. I guess the big thing is a potato.
What?
Guy thought he had
Oh,
a
yeah,
world. Yeah. Thought he had a world record setting potato, and it turned out it wasn't even a potato. It's kind of sad, but it's funny as hell.
Trying to think what somebody could mistake for a potato, and all I can think of is rutabaga.
I don't think it was a plant.
A rock, probably.
I've lost the link. Damn it! I never read the full story. I was like, oh, that sounds cool. Okay, what was it then? It was 17 pounds. Okay, it's New York Times, so it won't let me click.
Huh.
I can't find out what it is. I apologize for even bringing this up now. Some type of gourd. Thank you, person in the comments.
Hold on. I then how did he get it?
I have no idea.
Does he not know how potatoes work?
One, I just want to know how a gourd ended up as a potato.
Yeah, because like I was assuming rutabaga, and even rock makes some amount of sense because both of those things are found in the ground.
Yeah.
Because that's where potatoes are found. In the ground. Because they're roots.
Yep.
A gourd is a fruit. Which means that it is above the ground.
Right.
I mean, did he grow it himself?
It's all locked behind a paywall.
Oh,
Can't really see. I will never give money to the New York Times.
Same.
Let's just do a quick Google search. Oh, it's the tuber of a gourd. Okay.
Oh.
That makes more sense.
What?
Hold on. Colin Craig Brown, who first hit the tuber with a hoe last August when gardening with his wife Donna, said it sure looked and tasted like a potato. Mind you, he added, he's never tasted a gourd tuber.
It's a strange. Are those even edible?
They wouldn't be poisonous usually.
Okay.
And like reminder that like everything other than the tuber of the potato is very toxic.
Yeah.
I remember like even the flower that's on top of that grows on the surface. That's super
And their
poisonous,
fruits.
isn't it? Huh?
And their fruits are poisonous too.
I never knew they grew fruit.
Pretty much every plant
They're
does.
nightshade.
That's cool.
So their fruit looks very, very similar to a tomato.
Ah.
Oh. Is that how they make the hybrid potato plants?
Yes. Yes.
Ah. That's cool.
Also within that family is tobacco.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever seen the whole thing with tobacco in The Simpsons?
I've heard, I didn't think that was an actual thing.
It's something you could, like, it wouldn't turn out to be like smoked cigarettes, of course, like it did in the episode of The Simpsons, but you could totally do a crossbreed of tobacco and tomatoes.
That's cool.
Other solonums are all peppers, eggplant, and of course the deadly nightshade.
Yep.
Could go
The fact that
for
we're talking
some,
about Nightshade amuses me for reasons that the viewers are not allowed to know.
could go for some eggplant right now.
I've never had it, but I don't imagine that I would like it.
Depends on how it's cooked. If it's breaded and fried, it is so good.
Okay, everything is good if it's breaded and fried.
Fair enough.
My sigh keeps being dumb.
Just trying to find a new map to play on. Finish my skirmish.
Okay, at some point tonight, I'm gonna have to restart this computer because my tablet is being weird. And
Wait,
that's...
was I wrong about peppers being solonums? Probably. Oh, so bell peppers are in Solanaceae, but they are not solanums. Okay.
Ah, okay. Alright, how does this look? I'm not sold on the leg markings.
I like the leg
maybe.
markings.
Yeah, I mean,
Pixar line there.
probably once it's colored, it'll be more clear.
Hang on. No, that's not what I meant to do.
It's just one of those things where it's like, as it is now, it's just a little bit overwhelming, but I think that's just because it's uncolored. Yeah, there we go.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
that looks a
Look,
lot better.
that's not.
Mhm.
I'm just
That does help a
highlighting
lot.
things. Hang on. Hang on. I'm figuring this out. I'm surprised that this is working as well as it is.
Yeah, it looks good.
No, I mean the actual like selection tool thing. That is not what I meant to do. How does that look?
I like that.
I like it. Now, colors, I can see what you were going for.
I'm still not really sold on the leg markings, but that's because I don't know what else to do there.
It looks fine.
Hmm.
I think my game crashed.
Uh-oh.
No, it
I
didn't.
still really love the head marking.
I think it looks great.
All right then. Probably just gonna leave it on the screen for now because it's annoying to draw with my tablet being dumb. That said, though, I will screenshot this for the people in reveal discussion.
But yeah, look how important the Solanaceae family of plants is to human endeavors.
I never knew they were all like. I knew a lot of plants were related like that, but not to that extent. That's wild.
It's not even the craziest thing with cultivated plants.
Only thing I could share to this plant conversation is that humans are related to the banana.
I mean, that's just because they're both branches in the tree of life. You could say
Yeah.
that for literally any two things in the tree of life.
Yeah.
I mean, the DNA. I think we're one gene off from being bananas.
No.
That's just a myth.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that myth.
Also, like,
It-
it's something like 97% or something, but the thing is that DNA sequences are so huge that 3% doesn't even make us close.
yeah.
Still, it's funny that we have what you said, 97%.
Something like that. I don't know.
Still funny.
Yeah, and it's DNA sequence and not genes, which is
Yeah.
there's only so many ways that you can arrange 4 letters.
Yeah.
Good point.
So it has nothing to do with genes. It's just the actual sequence of the DNA, which, like,
We're all bananas here, though.
what?
You should know by now. I will say some absurd shit by the end of the day.
I was just like trying to gather my thoughts, and then you come out with that, and it's just like, what?
We are all bananas here.
But yeah,
No, you three are
also another
bananas. I'm more of a peach.
Yeah.
Nice.
nice.
Private part joke.
Oh, we need a highlights channel, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, another fun plant fact. But cabbages, kale, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, and I think I'm forgetting one or two. They are all the same species of plant.
Yep.
Cool.
I can believe that.
Like, not even like different species in the same genus, but actually the same exact species.
Yep.
That's cool.
You can consider them to be the equivalent of dog breeds.
Yes.
I wonder, like that's a hell of a fact. I
Yeah.
would have never known that.
Kohlrabi,
Everybody,
that's
this
another
show
one.
is
Yeah.
show is educational.
I mean, this is just what happens when you get me to talk about anything food related.
Yep.
Collard greens, that's another one.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Also, kohlrabi is something that needs to be more of a standard vegetable used in cooking.
Never heard of that.
It's basically using the not stem, but the area of the cabbage plant that comes right out of the ground.
Ah. Dude, I never knew these parts of the plant are edible. That's so neat.
Yeah, so basically every single part of the cabbage plant, Brassica oleracea, is edible. And different groups of people over the past, 20,000 years have taken that plant and bred it so that different parts of the plant become larger and more appetizing.
Hmm.
So if you get the side leaves to be bigger, then the people that did that got kale, and also collard greens and kailan. The ones that um, focused on getting the flower buds edible, those became cauliflower and broccoli. Then you have the early growth of the leaves when they're all together, and that's cabbage. Then you have the side sprouts, and that's Brussels sprouts.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Aha! I have now finished the coloring. Well, the rough draft coloring, rather.
Good.
And that's a silhouette. That's actually a really solid silhouette.
It is.
I'm actually satisfied with this design.
It's really good.
Not really nice.
I might tweak the exact shade of blue on the scales because it's a little too close to the eye. But other than that, I should actually start doing this more often when designing regional variants. Just trace the official art. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
It does.
I don't like doing that, but then you get cases where the Pokemon just does not look like its base form at all. Looking at you, Quillfish.
I can't wait to see what regional forms will go with Scarlet and Violet that just piss you off.
uh,
I'm still As much terrible as it sounds, I'm hoping for an Absol variant just to see your reaction.
If it's not absolutely stellar, I am deleting it.
What would be the one thing that breaks you and makes you want to like burn down Game Freak?
I don't know. Honestly, if I think about it and then say it, I'm probably just gonna jinx it.
Speak it into existence.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just one of those things where it's like anytime that you have variants and stuff that you need to account for, or like megas.
Yeah.
Megas are the big one. You know, if you have a mega and they introduce a variant of something you have a mega of.
I mean, it's not that big a deal.
No.
Unless the region starts with an S. Then I have to rethink everything. Yeah, I don't think that there would be any one singular thing that turns me off of Game Freak.
I can think of a couple.
Yes, but I think that you're a lot...
Here.
Maybe, but also I'm just thinking back to when you were basically just boycotting main series Pokemon because the National Dex wasn't a thing.
Still should be a thing.
It's a good thing that it isn't, because they really should have done this from the start.
Yeah.
They should have gone with the Digimon model. Where, like, it's never been an expected thing that a Digimon game would have every single Digimon in it. And I'm speaking as someone whose favorite Digimon never gets any love. Because I think it has been in a total of 4 games, one of which is fucking Digimon World 2.
Hey, do not diss Digimon World 2.
Yeah, it's like Gazimon. It's in Digimon World 2. It's in Cyber Sleuth. It's in, or it was in that, like, Digimon Heroes Gotcha game. And then there's another one that I just don't remember. Wait, was it in Championship?
Isn't it Digimon? One of the various MMOs, anyway.
Oh, yeah, it might be. For some reason, I thought it might be Championship, and I, like, repressed the memory because it's fucking Championship. I don't remember. But, yeah, in the plethora of Digimon games there are, Gazimon is only in, like, 4. Because it's... Even in the anime, it was, like... It was in the first 4 seasons of the anime. The biggest role that it had was being the generic sidekick to Elvis Monkey.
Elvis Monkey.
Yes. Because for some reason, they decided to make the voice actor for Edamon in English do an Elvis impression.
Yep.
It's weird.
It's not even the weirdest voice acting decision that's
It's
ever
not.
happened to Digimon.
It's not.
I quickly grew to love Digimon playing Cyber Sleuth. Good God, there's some weird shit in that game.
And my other favorite Digimon is one that technically gets love, but also doesn't, because they give love to the wrong version of it. And that would be the Purple Kudamon, which I actually got a card of recently. I was shocked that they had cards of the Purple Kudamon. And the art looks fantastic. Let me go find it. Like, I love the art for this thing, and it's so cute. And, like...
And the only Ice Devimon thing spoils... Like, the only Ice Devimon video spoils what the surprise is. Whatever.
Uh-huh,
It looks really good.
does look
Oh,
really good.
right. That's stupid ice stuff.
Yeah. Also, look at this art. It's so cute.
Oh, Lord.
It is really cute.
And yeah, for my viewers, yes, that is basically Altaran for it. That's the joke. Yeah, I have no idea how good this card is, but it's cute.
Cute's all that matters in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is the new Digimon TCG, and I have no idea how it works.
Same. But yeah, just that video I linked. That's probably the strangest decision that was made by directors in Digimon.
For walking Digimon.
It's not actually, Christopher Walken. It's
No,
just
it's
somebody doing an impression. But for this,
Oh my god, I have to stop at 5 seconds in. Sounds like a dub over the dub.
yeah, it does.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it sounds like something out of an abridged episode.
Yes, it does.
But yeah, no, this just actually happened in the show. And the thing is, yeah, I don't think any kids at the time would have gotten the joke.
Definitely not.
Because let's see, what year was Digimon Frontier? Because I don't think Christopher Walken was relevant.
Wait, was that Frontier? I didn't watch the video. Yeah. Was that Frontier? I thought that the Christopher Walken Ice Devimon was a Tamers thing.
I mean, JP is there, Pokemon, Nemo.
I said I didn't watch the video.
I know. That's just...
wasn't
2002
there an
to 2003.
Wasn't there an Ice Devimon that desperately wanted Rika to be its tamer?
Yes.
That wasn't the Christopher Walken Ice Devimon?
No.
Huh. Okay.
God. What were these 4 dumb seasons on?
It reminds me of that one anime, Ghost Stories, where they just had like a night to do the whole dub.
Oh boy!
They just shitposted. It was like it's an official abridged edition kind of thing.
Ah.
I mean, I don't even think they only had that amount of time. Basically, they were just given mostly free reign as long as they got the, basic idea of the show across.
Right.
Because Ghost Stories absolutely bombed in Japan. Just did absolutely terribly in sales. And so for some reason they decided to dub it. And because it wasn't very popular, they were just like, hey, do something.
The dub became more popular.
To buy it. Yeah.
That's something I wish I could watch and react to because I've never seen it. I only know about it. I think that would be something great to react to on any channel.
Oh boy, I'm just imagining imagine if we start pulling even if it's just a recommendation from one of us, we start pulling anime or shows or something and just watch it together and react to it for a Foxfire bit. Because I have a recommendation for everyone, and that is Dragon Pilot. Dragon Pilot.
Is
nice.
it
I haven't even watched that.
It is good. It is good.
The thing is, watching a good anime versus reacting to a shitpost of an anime.
Not okay. It's good, but there are some things in that just kind of make you go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I'm aware.
You're aware of some of it.
Yeah. Also, it's a movie, not an anime, but we should do it with The Room too.
I have never seen that.
God, yes.
I have never seen that.
Neither have I. I have a friend. was always saying I should watch it just for the meme of it.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good idea.
I love The Room so much.
I doubt we'd be able to
sort
put
of
the
seen
whole.
it.
I doubt we'd be able to put the whole recording on because you'd have to cut out like just the good parts that have us laughing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we do it as a live
movie.
The thing is, most of the time it is actually pretty boring. But it's got some good scenes in it.
Yeah.
By good, I mean funny, and not because they were intended to be funny.
So bad, it's good.
God bless Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah. Man, now I'm just thinking about how we could do this. Like, go to one of those watch movies free websites and just have it on, like, Discord stream. And obviously only two of us would be recording, so there's that. And also, just, like, do we care about the copyright claim?
I do. So I don't want my channel destroyed.
Tommy Wiseau himself put the movie on YouTube, and then it got copyright claimed by the distributor.
Interesting.
There's a fine line between copyright strikes and getting a channel strike.
But see, like, even when I put up my Foxfire episode that had music going through it, it just got a claim, which just meant ads. But, like, I don't think it's too big a deal. I don't know. We could do some weird thing where we just do it on some other site.
Maybe.
Pornhub, here we come.
No, you have to be like verified to do stuff there now, from what I hear.
I can get verified.
Yeah, maybe. I say
that's
maybe
a turn.
because...
that would be a turn I never expected the Phoenix to go. The Phoenix is now a porn star. Now, Pornhub would make a lot of money if they did make a competitor to YouTube.
Yeah.
A video hub.
See, they have
would make a lot of
much more lax copyright rules, and I think that if they did make a competitor to YouTube, they would be forced to tighten those rules.
Yeah, they would.
But they're also not run by a complete C word.
That's true.
Owned by Google.
That said, they have, I believe, cut their services from Russia, so...
Everybody's doing that.
Yeah, but, like, the jury is out on whether or not the people running it are C words.
Oh, it's hard to say.
Because I believe...
Maybe making porn unavailable to Russians might end up making things a little bit better.
I mean, like, people keep making this joke. Russia has now had services cut from Facebook and Instagram and Pornhub and YouTube, and their productivity is about to go way up.
It's going to be a utopian society by the end of this war.
Yeah. And for the things that actually matter, they're just switching to Chinese versions.
Mm-hmm.
All they gotta do is pirate.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah,
Russians
like, that's another meme. That's another meme that I keep seeing. Netflix and game studios and stuff cutting their services off from Russia. Russia relaxes its piracy rules. Then the piracy sites cut Russia off, and then they start using VPNs.
I mean, it's cutting services off that are digital. It's silly.
Yeah. And like, people joke about, oh, the VPNs are going to do it next, and not all VPNs are going to do that, because this is kind of the point of a VPN.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do that. A VPN does that.
A VPN does that.
That VPN goes...
Yeah. It goes against the spirit of VPNs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where's the music option in this game? I want to listen to a certain song. I will say right now, like this is. I don't mean to change the subject. This is just a little to say it. Red Alert and Command and Conquer as a whole had some of the best video game music ever.
Man, that just makes me wonder, should I just give a small preview of music from Sardonyx and just like have it playing in the podcast?
What?
Because I am thinking of a very specific theme. Let's pull that up. And this is obviously someone's battle theme. Man, yeah, I'm just in such a Sardonyx mood that I don't know if it's because of the website, or because of like stuff that I've been able to actually pull off in the game. I cannot wait for 2.9 to come out, and then we can actually focus on 3.0.
It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for 3.0.
Yeah. I also just want to get a build out to beta testers to, like, apologize for the long wait.
Yeah. Hey, rushed game is forever bad. The late game is eventually good.
Yep.
That is something I will always believe in.
Yep.
But it's not always true.
I mean, nowadays
Nuke 'em forever.
you have it to where it matters less because games can just be patched now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like,
I present you Duke Nukem Forever.
I present you Cyberpunk.
Don't you dare fucking say anything bad about Cyberpunk. It's a glorious
Yeah,
game.
but like people hated it when it first came out. Also, No Man's Sky.
Well, guys, can't wait for it to be on Switch, just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to how the Switch will run it, but I'm talking more about how like No Man's Sky was terrible on release, and now it's actually in a state that it should have been on release, but it's good.
Yep.
I will say, as someone who pre-ordered Cyberpunk, played it the day of release without the patches, I didn't run into any of the major bugs. I saw some T-posing. Sure, it's not. It ran very good on the Xbox. I'm sorry, PlayStation couldn't keep up. No, it's like Cyberpunk might be a series I do on this channel. Just saying.
Nice.
But yeah, so when Miyamoto had said the thing about rush games being forever bad, in the context that he said it, like, you didn't have the idea that games could be patched, you know?
Yeah, that was like back in what year was it? I forget.
98.
Something like that. Oh, late 90s, early 2000s, I think, where your digital games were basically just installed from CD.
The only way you'd be able to get a patch pre-internet was through PC Magazine, because they would have a disc with that every month, because I remember my dad would get it every month. Sometimes you would have patches on that disc for certain games.
Yeah.
I know Doom had like a couple patches. We'll call them like Doom or Quake. I think it was Quake that had the patches on the disc.
Yeah, so probably. But like Sardonyx's development has been such that like I don't even know how to describe it, because we can't argue, or we can't use the excuse of the pandemic, because like it didn't interrupt workflow at all.
You know a good excuse you can use though?
What?
You have two people doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
fair.
it's more than that. But
It's more than two, but
it's
we have
two people doing the majority of the work.
Yeah,
Exactly.
two people being hands-on with it.
And just look how long it took Concerned Ape to make Stardew Valley. And that's just one person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you dare beat yourself up because it's taken so long to get this out. You're making art. You can't rush art.
I was gonna make a joke, but it would seem kind of not mean, but
What?
the joke was, oh, Giga tries to.
This is a little mean.
Love you, Giga. It was just a thought that came to my head, and I thought it was funny.
Is this still how much? God, I forgot how good this song was. Well, I guess this is a good point to announce a series I'm going to be doing.
Oh?
Ooh.
Solo series.
Oh?
Starting the 28th. I am going to be doing a Minecraft solo series that will be extremely story heavy.
Nice.
Ooh.
I am taking a lot of inspiration from Pokemon Legends. Without the Pokemon. Without the... It's... I don't want to spoil because it's actually like I'm not writing a script. Like I've written bullet points on things I need to hit each episode. Those watching who will watch the Minecraft Legends series, we'll be doing things in the background, building things to discover, kind of things like that. There will be an overarching story throughout the whole first season. I'm just very excited for it. And Kalian, you better be proud of me. I did it all by myself, but I got the data packs working.
Nice.
Nice.
All the data, it's almost every single data pack we have on the Foxfire, except for Incendium and the End one.
Okay.
Those are the only two I left out. And I even added like resource packs. Like Hermitcraft. Ones where the what the hell is it called? The grass connects, but not all the way.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I'm not a fan of that one.
I just don't like the grass. Honestly, I never liked the grass only going like just on top of the dirt block when it wasn't a dirt block.
Alright.
It looks nice, and I'm very excited for it. And thanks to the Smasher Pass, I've gotten a week to prepare for it.
Nice.
I hope everyone's excited to see that. Something experimental I'm doing, and after it's finished, maybe we do season 2 of Foxfire.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I still like the idea of the Foxfire SMP.
I just don't think that we can get enough people for an SMP.
True. What would be like the minimum?
Well, I mean, like, we could technically get 5, but I think that, like, an SMP is more about the, like, the community building so that things just spring up around you if you take even, like, 2 days off of the server or whatever, and we don't really work like that.
And I don't think I have any friends who I could even con into this.
Yeah.
Because all of my friends who play Minecraft play it on console.
Yeah, because, like, we could get Wim, but I think that she's busy most of the time lately.
Oh, we can always just call it an SMP for the clicks.
Don't know about that.
Oh, I can't say I haven't done clickbait shit before.
Now, if, like, the site gets going and Foxfire becomes an actual, like, popular thing on the site, then maybe we could do an SMP.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just have to make sure you get people who are trustworthy.
Yeah, we would have to whitelist.
Yeah.
That would be awesome if we're ever able to actually grow and be part of a major SMP.
God.
That's a dream. And I'm going to the back. What's the word I'm looking for? The behind the scenes of my channel right now on the YouTube dashboard.
Yeah.
And I won't lie, I have clickbait titles, especially when it comes to the Pokemon videos.
You do.
Mm-hmm. But you can't say it's not full clickbait because the stuff in the title I do talk about.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have Loxton tier clickbait where it's not inaccurate, but it's a little bit misleading because he mostly does it in his thumbnails.
If people read the full titles of mine, like I'm going back to one of my most popular videos right now, the Legends of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Full title, a retrospective look at previous cover legendary Pokemon. So it's not clickbait if you don't read the whole thing. And I love the new one coming out this Sunday.
Oh?
Codename Titan. A Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video looking back at past codenames of Pokemon games. I had an epiphany making that video. Remember when we were talking about the codenames? And how I just threw away the fact that the moon would have nothing to do with it?
Yeah.
Moon Titan orbits Saturn. Saturn in Roman mythology is the equivalent of Kronos. Titan. All three Titans, the size, the adjective for size, Titans, and even the moon, it all connects, and it just blew my mind last night. I had to make a little interjection into the recording afterwards once I realized it.
It all comes together.
I don't know, it's something... I don't know, it's exciting.
I was just
The question is...
making a Loxton reference.
Yeah. Also, meanwhile, on the Sardonyx server, someone chooses to go to Sardonyx General for something that was posted in Reveal discussion.
There's so many generals.
Like, why was this necessary?
I mean, it is who it is.
Yeah, but, like, he has spoken in that channel before.
The redesign is really good.
Yeah. It's another theme that I can do.
Okay, that's enough music. Because I have a feeling, because it was starting to play the actual band music, and I was like, shouldn't.
Ah.
So I think I'm going to wrap my episode up early because I'm running out of things to do.
Okay.
And it feels like the conversation has wound down.
Yeah, it was kind of just a chill day today.
It was a very chill episode, which is always lovely. So I am sure Kalian's going to keep recording, probably. Are you?
Nah.
Short episode today, everybody.
It's not that short. It's only about half an hour shorter.
That's an hour and a half, which is this is what it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we don't have to hit 2 hours every time.
God, no. I mean, there's going to be times where we go over 2 hours.
Yeah, like we did on Sunday.
I don't ever... Okay, I'm saying this on camera so we get this through. Never again 5-hour recording session.
I mean, we're gonna have to if we're gonna do the will you eat that Pokemon thing.
Well, we break that up into... We do that in multiple sessions because that was brutal.
Or we just do it earlier in the day.
Yeah, because TV's very loud where I live. That's why I would do nothing more than love to record during the day.
The thing is that like, for me at least, I'm not good at video editing, and I'd rather put the entire thing out at once, and that's easier if it's all in one session.
You can always just break it up into multiple parts, too.
That my point is that I would rather upload the whole thing at once.
You know. Oh.
Because it's not real. Splitting up something like that is kind of counter to the point of it, I would say.
Well, I looked through the people doing the Smash or Pass stuff, and I've seen a lot more people breaking them up. Like 2 to 3 part videos. Mine's by generation. Except for Gen 7 and 8, because they're so damn short, I was able to put them together to make one video.
Okay, they aren't that short.
Oh, how fast we went through them.
Oh, okay.
I know they're not that short. And 8 is like 90-something Pokemon. Both 90-something Pokemon.
Yeah. Or I think Gen 8 officially got over 100 Pokemon?
No.
If we count?
Oh, okay.
No, it was like 95.
Oh,
96.
Okay.
Before we go, before we wrap it up, I gotta ask, you think we'll break 1,000 this gen?
Yes.
They're going to say that for gen. Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're already over 900, and I don't see them doing a region as short as like Gen 6 was.
Plus, it also
even
looks.
If we have, even if we have more than Gen 6, it's still possible we could still be under 1,000.
Yeah, it's possible, but I feel like they would go for that number. Or at the very least, they. Okay, so if they don't get over 1,000, then they're going to end on something like 999.
Then when Gen 10 comes around. No. When Gen 10 comes around, it just starts at 1001. There is no 1,000th Pokemon.
But like, I'm saying that they could very easily pull a Victini and make the next region start with a mythical on number 1,000.
I hope they do that again someday, because I really like that.
It fucked up my symmetry, but yeah, it was cool.
Now, do you think it's going to be a special Pokemon, or do you think it's going to be just another Dex filler?
I feel like it would be special, because unlike 666, 1,000 isn't an insignificant number in Japan.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll either be a legendary or a mythical?
It doesn't matter to me. Mythicals are legendaries.
That's not what I'm saying. Do you think it'll be like that kind of scale Pokemon?
Oh, yeah, probably. I mean, given how late it would have to be in the Dex, then yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Unless they pull
we get 150 Pokemon.
Yeah, unless they pull another Unova on us.
That would be wild if they did.
It would.
I would love it. I'm always one for more and more. It's more variety to choose from to pick a team out of.
Yeah.
Since they are doing away with the national decks, where each Pokemon game itself will only have a roster to choose from, I would like to see more new Pokemon brought in to the roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good compensation for having to done some of the best Pokemon in the whole series.
Yeah, and if you look at the different trends in the regional dexes, Gen 8 did have more Pokemon than the previous 2 generations. The only reason it Unova was just an outlier, having more Pokemon than fucking Kanto did.
It was a soft reboot of Pokemon.
Yeah.
An attempt at it, anyways.
Yeah, and I will forever hold to the opinion that they should have done Dexit at Gen 5.
I think that's what they intended to do, but there was such backlash already over that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, this is one of those things where I think that they just have to rip off the Band-Aid.
Yep.
So would you be against or for every generation, it's 150 or so new Pokemon? That's it.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I was looking at Discord.
Would you be for or against this? Every new generation of Pokemon introduced 150 or so Pokemon, brand new. That was it. No old Pokemon coming in, period.
I
thing
personally would be against that just because it would lead to issues with not just creativity, but just workload, you know?
I agree with Nate, and also there's the whole thing with like that completely eliminates the possibility of cross-generation evolutionary lines.
Yeah.
Good point. I would be against it because there are some Pokemon that I love that I don't want to see forgotten.
Yeah.
So I would always. That's why I'm always for.
They do want to keep the older Pokemon relevant, so they want to do that.
Yeah.
Point. And God forbid Pikachu's not in the game.
I mean, technically, Pikachu wasn't in Black and White.
Oh, I know. That's one of the reasons.
I think it was even like one of the.
Game.
I think it was even like you couldn't even get it in the post game. You had to transfer it in.
You had to transfer it.
Yeah.
And Eevee.
Yeah. I mean, Eevee's kind of a given because you've had to transfer that in several generations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think Gen 5 is the only generation where you cannot natively get Pikachu in one of the games. Like you can in Black and White too, I'm pretty sure, but you can't in just normal Black and White.
Which is why Black and White was one of the best Pokemon games.
Okay, that's not why. That's not why.
It's my reason why.
Okay, listen. Pikachu is cool. Pikachu has a good design. It's cute. It's just because it's the mascot, it's everywhere, and I hate that.
Here's the question. If Clefairy was left as the mascot, would I be so adamantly against it when I actually like Clefairy?
I hate Clefairy.
No, you do, but I like it. Would I hate Charizard as much as I do if it wasn't given the popularity treatment it was given?
Probably not. Because I refuse to believe that anyone just hates Charizard on their own.
I mean, I don't like it. I was a Bulbasaur kid. A Bulbasaur, Squirtle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Blastoise has got cannons.
It's got cannons. It's a giant turtle, and I love turtles.
I was a Charmander kid.
I mean, most people were, let's face it.
Let's do something fun to close out this episode. It just came to my head. All four of us, what were our starters in every generation? Gen 1.
Squirtle.
Charmander.
Not enough for me, Blasto.
Okay.
Yes, and I was Squirtle as well. Gen 2.
Cyndaquil.
Chikorita.
Giga, I know your answer, just say it.
I did.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either. Didn't come through.
Yeah.
Totodile.
Yeah.
I was Chikorita as well.
Nice.
It's funny, like, in most generations, I feel like Giga and I are, like, some sort of, like, rival variation, whether it's him choosing super effective against me or me choosing super effective against him. We almost never land on the same Pokemon. And I think that, honestly, Gen 3 is probably the exception, because I'm pretty sure that... Didn't you pick Trico? Giga?
In RS, yes.
Yeah.
Counts. What about you, Nate? What was your Gen 3?
Oh, Trico.
Okay.
I was much...
Also, I just want to say that I'm going by favorite rather than what I specifically picked, like, as a kid.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm going by the one I picked, but favorite's just as good.
I'm going by the one that I picked, but that tends to be my favorite.
What about Gen 4?
I refuse to acknowledge any of them.
Who did you pick to then box?
my first time going through Diamond, it was Peplup.
Okay.
But typically nowadays, I pick Chimchar and then box it.
Giga, you said Chimchar?
Yeah.
Good choice, since there's no fire types. Hey,
You
I
said
said
Piplup.
Peplup? I was Turtwig. Gen 5.
Snivy.
Oshawott.
I heard from Giga, so I think that means Snivy.
Oh, Snivy as well. Gen
Wow,
6.
I'm the odd one out.
Fennekin.
Froakie, yeah. Had to remember. Actually, now that I think about it, like Froakie was the one I picked. But Chespin has grown on me over the years.
I think Giga said Fennekin. Because
I thought Giga really liked the Froakie line.
Like, Giga, if you're saying something, then you keep cutting out.
We lose
not yet.
Giga.
Oh.
Okay, what did you say, Phoenix?
I was about to say, did we lose Giga?
Yeah. I think we're about to.
Yeah. Well, I chose Fennekin.
And I think I heard Fennekin from Giga. But I could have sworn that he preferred Froakie.
I kind of do. Then again, that might have just been the shiny Froakie.
Oh, fair.
Gen 7.
Litten.
What were the starters again?
Litten, Poplio, Rowlet.
So I didn't play Gen 7, so my favorite's probably Rowlet.
What about you, Giga?
Litten.
Poplio.
And Gen 8 is complicated for me because I was Team Scorbunny the whole way, and then I fell in love with Inteleon.
I stayed Sobble the whole time.
Again, I haven't played Gen 8, but my favorite is Grookey. And I am one of the rare people whose favorite is Grookey.
I just stayed Scorbunny.
Yeah, like I would have picked Scorbunny if Inteleon didn't exist.
Yeah, like I'm probably going with the Rabbit as well if I didn't fall in love with Sobble.
Yeah, I don't care about Sobble or Drizzle, but Secret Agent Spy Basilisk, yes please.
And I know we've mentioned this before when the games were revealed, but what about Gen 9?
Cat.
White Cocoa.
Okay.
I love White Cocoa so much.
Now, Giga, are you saying Quaxley because you actually prefer that one, or are you just going with the rival meme?
I'm just going with the rival meme.
Now I am with Quaxley. Depending on the evolutions, though, if Fuecoco goes into something crazy, I might have to go with Fuecoco.
Yeah. It does depend on their final evolutions, but as it stands now, Sprigatito is definitely my pick.
Sprigatito is the most popular one, and it's well-deserved.
Yep.
You know what would be hilarious? The Zodiac theory, which I'm at the point where I'm hoping it's disproven now. I will die laughing if Fuecoco turns into the bull.
Yeah.
I mean, male alligators and male crocodiles are called bulls.
Yep, that's a popular theory.
All it would need is a horn and a ring through its nose, and I'll be like, Jesus Christ, they did it again.
So, that actually reminds me of something that I thought about. It would have had to have started with Gen 4, but what if the real pattern with the fire starters is Journey to the West?
Definitely can be seen.
because you have Infernape, which is Sun Wukong. You have Embor, which is Zhuba Jie. You could make an argument that why can't I remember the name? Delphox is Tang Sang Zhang. I still have the I made a list of things that you could apply to apply characters to certain starters.
What about Incineroar?
Let's hear. The character General Yin is what I landed on because I was just looking at Journey to the West characters.
Definitely, I would say yes with Embor and Infernape because those are very obvious ones. Who did you say for Delphox again?
Tang Stanzang. Let's see. There was actually a reason for that. Basically, there are some depictions. Actually, it's not even just some. It's fairly common to see Tang Senzang depicted as a female. Yeah, so in some depictions or media, sometimes Senzang is depicted as a female monk or nun, but this is mostly in Japan.
I have
and
a
Delphox
thought.
is extremely feminine.
Yes.
I have a thought. What if the Firestarter trend isn't specifically the Chinese zodiac, but just zodiacs? Because I just did a quick Google search, and in Hindu astrology, the equivalent of Capricorn is a crocodile.
Ooh.
Huh.
I never knew that. That's something that's video worthy.
Yeah, hold on, I'm looking something up.
Oh, I picked General Yin for Incineroar because his true form is a dark yellow furred tiger.
Okay, you might be onto something then. Score Bunny?
I hadn't found anything for Score Bunny yet. And I'm not super familiar with Journey to the West either, so that makes trying to figure these things
I'm
out
only familiar
difficult.
with the high I want to call them, I don't want to call it the high points because it's a good story overall. But the things that are memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Now the horse that turns into a dragon, water dragon.
Yeah. I need to remind myself of his name. White Dragon Horse, aka I think I wrote down his Chinese name, Bai Long Ma. Okay. I had that written down for Charizard. I thought I had. Oh, and also as potentially Fuecoco too.
Fuecoco becomes a serpentine dragon. You really might be onto something.
Because people like to disprove starter trend theories by saying, "Oh, we thought that the grass starter was always going to be reptile, and then Chespin happened," but it's still that just changed what the trend is. It didn't mean that there's no trend at all.
Exactly.
Because if people don't know, the trend with the grass starters is currently extinct megafauna, which is why everyone thinks that Sprigatito is going to become a Smilodon.
And
also, another thing for Fuecoco, though. The scholar in a white robe is killed by Sun Wukong and is revealed to actually be a white floral patterned snake.
Oh my god! See, if the pattern does hold true, and we do get Coco becomes either a serpent or something. By serpent, I mean even if it loses its legs and keeps its hands, I'm counting that as a snake.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what happened with Superior.
Yeah, but Superior has tiny hands that no one even realizes sometimes. Yeah. If it does, but like you said, if it gets the Superior treatment, the snake, and I don't give a shit what anyone says. I'm still fingers crossed it becomes the Aztec Feather Serpent God.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's what I'm
I kind
personally
of
hoping for.
want a pepper snake because that just sounds cool.
Oh, these starters have so much potential. I love it.
Yeah.
Like the Matador, the Quaxley. How could either? I can see that either being a Don Quixote reference or a Matador.
I don't
It
want
does have
it.
the funny hat a Matador has.
I don't want it to be a matador because I want pirate duck.
That I do want to. I don't think it's a duck.
Its name is Quaxley.
Yeah, but it's a blue-footed booby.
Okay, so Psyduck is yellow.
It's a kappa.
No, Golduck is a kappa.
It's what the fuck did we call it before? Platypus?
What?
Psyduck. I remember that conversation.
Called it a platypus.
Oh yeah.
So Psyduck's not even a duck.
It's pretty obvious it's a duck. If it was a platypus, it would probably be poison type.
We need a platypus Pokemon. Just saying.
Meh.
Also,
just stick a Psyduck head on a barrel and you're good.
Could be a Psyduck variant.
Maybe.
Yeah. Also, there's another character from Journey to the West, the Yellow Wind Demon, who is revealed to be a yellow marten. And
So, yeah,
it's a type of weasel.
Yep.
Barrier's Typhlosion.
Yep.
Also, I want to say it doesn't really matter if Quaxley has blue feet. That doesn't mean it's a blue-footed booby, because we live in a world where Pokemon has made a turtle turn into a tortoise, and then it doesn't matter if it's not the exact animal; it's the animal.
Mm-hmm.
We have a shrew turning into a badger.
We call it the rat.
Yeah.
Oh, people who believe in these theories will do anything to make it fit.
Yeah.
And I'm one of them.
I mean, its classification is the mouse Pokemon in both English and Japanese, but it's still stupid.
Uh-huh.
I think that's just because kids wouldn't know what a shrew is.
Maybe.
Isn't a shrew also like a derogatory term for a woman? Calling them a shrew.
Yeah, but like maybe in the 50s.
Might be thinking of the word shrewd.
No,
Oh no, I know what shrewd means.
Shrew is a derogatory term for women, but it hasn't been in regular use since like the 50s. So.
Still, though.
And like, I can pull any number of examples. Just because it has blue feet doesn't mean it's not a duck.
I know, but we don't know what it's going to evolve into. That's what makes this so exciting. That's why I'm so glad we never get the official reveal of the starters until the game's release.
What?
Never get the final evolutions until like the day before the game releases.
That's not true.
Just going by Gen 8.
Gen 5.
Gen 5, 7. They leaked.
Gen 5 and Gen 7. No, they were officially revealed.
Yeah, but we can't count Gen 5 because that released in Japan first.
We were following off of Koro, which is the Japanese thing. We knew what the final evolutions for the starters were in Gen 5 before the game released in Japan.
Far before?
Yeah.
How
months.
Far?
Months.
More recently, though, they've been keeping it more and more secret. It's just Gen 5 and Gen 6.
Yeah, because they know that everything gets leaked anyway. So
it's true.
Like everything in Gen 7 was revealed by the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that we had the final evolutions of the Kalos starters revealed before release was even on the horizon.
I'm genuinely curious now.
I don't think so.
I'm fairly sure.
Like we definitely had the second stages revealed.
Yeah. Like Gen 8 only gave us the base forms.
They leaked 10 days before the game's final evolution.
Ah.
They were never officially revealed.
Okay.
Right, yeah, because the final starters at least were part of the
But
that
my point is though, Phoenix, that you can't say that we never get the final evolutions.
I was wrong. I apologize.
Yeah. Because that's a huge generalization that isn't true.
But from what it looks like, they were never officially revealed, though. Leaked 10 days before. Gen 6 leaked 10 days before.
I'm not even thinking of Gen 6 anymore. I'm thinking of Gen 5, where we did know months in advance.
I'm referring to more recent generations with this stuff.
That's a quantification that doesn't really matter. Or qualification. Is it quantification or
I would
qualification?
say it matters because Pokemon has been the past through 2 gens are good examples of what they're... No, that's not true. Because Gen
7 revealed everything.
And that was stupid.
I think they were just testing out. I think they were just testing it out, especially because they realized, oh, the game's leaked in their entirety.
Because they put everything inside the demo. It was a mistake. That's why we never had a demo again.
Yeah. They avoided that with the Kirby demo.
Yeah.
The Kirby demo is super just tightly made.
It's good. Because leaks suck.
Basically, you know how when you get in previous Kirby games, if you get 2 copy abilities at once, you get a roulette.
Mm-hmm.
They made it so the roulette, first of all, it's really hard to get the roulette in the demo. You have to do a weird thing by leading an enemy off a ledge in order to get the roulette. But they actually thought that if somebody was able to get a roulette, they only allowed the copy abilities that are in the demo.
Smart. So it sounds like the demo was built separately from the actual game.
Yep.
Somehow we magically went over 2 hours. How about that?
Yeah, we squeezed enough content.
Just talking about Pokemon and time flies.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now I will properly wrap up this video before we end up going to 5 hours again. So if everyone watching enjoyed this,
whatever this was,
train wreck.
No, Smash or Pass is a train wreck.
Yeah, it really was.
My internet cut out during it, so that was fun.
It was a fun video to record, though.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all degenerates.
Yep. That's actually that is actually the description of my Smash or Pass video.
I just went properly. Smash or Pass Gen 1.
Did you see the thumbnail that I did for the Smash or Pass?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
I regret not doing what you did now. But yeah, everyone check out the links in the below. Go play Sardonyx, go play Protochroma. Everyone, some love, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Bark.
Goodbye, everybody.